Oh man, it feels good to be back in a studio, not using my crappy Wi-Fi. Hi, hey there, welcome to Ask the Boys. I'm David Helman, and no, I'm not a Cowboys reporter. I'm the cool teacher that was awesome to the kids and acted like one of the guys, sitting like AC Slater on this chair. I don't know. Don't ask me why I come up with the ideas I come up with. Hi, hey there. If you didn't see, Dallas was buried in snow for a week, so we're doing the show late. It's fine. We're going to answer some of your questions. My guy Andre says, why do people hate and discredit Dak Prescott and hold him to higher standards than guys who were drafted in the first round? Andre, you know the answer to that question, my guy. Dak Prescott plays for the Dallas Cowboys. He could be the #1 overall pick, and he would be hated and discredited, as you say it. I don't know that people hate Dak. I think scrutinized is a better word. When you play for the Dallas Cowboys, it goes with the territory. I firmly believe if you just swapped Dak Prescott and Deshaun Watson and put Deshaun here and Dak down in Houston, it would be the same thing. Dak would have a much more favorable reputation in the court of public opinion because he does not play for the most polarizing franchise in the NFL. It just is what it is, but you know what? One way or another, Dak is about to make a ton of money, so, you know, it'll all be fine. Christopher says, Will G squared #3, that's Garrett Gilbert, for those of you that aren't hip, says, will he be given a chance to be the backup quarterback? I think that's highly likely just from a budgetary standpoint. You know, regardless of what happens with Dak, the Cowboys aren't going to have a ton to spend on a backup. Although I will say there are some intriguing backups hitting the open market, or guys that could be backups, I should say. Alex Smith wants a chance to start, but if he doesn't get one, would he sign in Dallas? Would Andy Dalton re-sign as a backup if he doesn't see a favorable opportunity? How about a guy like maybe Cam Newton? I have a hard time believing Cam wants to be a backup, but you never know what the market dictates. So there are a few names that I'm curious about, but I will not be surprised if Garrett Gilbert is the #2 quarterback on this team. My buddy Armando says, if you only had one pick in this draft, pick number 10, what position/player would you pick? No, my legs do not touch the ground in this chair. I'm 5'6", leave me alone. I'm going cornerback all the way. I don't really care which one. Patrick Surtain, Alabama, Caleb Farley, Virginia Tech. You could even talk me into J.C. Horn out of South Carolina. This team desperately needs a good cornerback who can handle his side of the field. We already feel great about Trayvon Diggs doing so on the other side. Anthony Brown is a very serviceable and versatile slot outside corner. Drafting a guy at 10 really helps you piece the rest of your secondary together. You can find a safety somewhere. That just to me is where the value is. I know some of y'all are saying offensive tackle, and that's fine, but I'm just gonna hope like hell that Tyron Smith and Lyle Collins can play football in 2021 because I think the Cowboys' playoff hopes kind of hinge on it. Speaking of which, Joe T says, if all are healthy, what is your starting O-line in week 1? That's the easy question, Joe. If everybody's healthy, Tyron, Connor Williams, Tyler Biadasz for me, Zach Martin, and Lyle Collins. Boom, done, over. Don't have to worry about this. No disrespect to Connor McGovern, but I'll go with the guy who's been doing the job for 3 years. But yeah, that's the $1 million question. Are Tyron and Lyle going to be healthy? I hope so. I think so, but until we see it, I guess you can't count on it, and that, you know, that's why we're talking about offensive tackles in the draft. Last one from Professor Eric. He says, Dak's just going to get franchise tagged again, isn't he? Which I love ending it on that note because, one, maybe we'll jinx it. Maybe the minute that I film this thing saying that I think Dak is going to get tagged, a deal will get done. That could always happen. But I tend to lean toward Eric's less sunny disposition. Yes, I do think we're headed for another tag. But that doesn't necessarily spell doom and gloom. All that means is they have 4 more months to negotiate something, which, are we tired of hearing about it? Sure. Are we tired of talking about it? Of course. But it is what it is. Eventually this will be over. I don't know when, but eventually. And then we'll do a special Dak signed episode of Ask the Boys, sponsored by Rico's, with some cheese and some other great products. But until then, deja vu, baby. It's what we're doing here in Cowboy Land. Hopefully it's over soon. But I'll see y'all next time. Hopefully with Dak as a long-term signee. But we'll see. We'll see. Thanks for watching.